You ready?
Yeah.
You gonna be informative?
Yeah.
Hello everyone, it's Sam here. I'm joined by River, and today we are going to be reviewing Ringo My Dingo's Udyr gameplay.
Ringo my dingo.
Ringo My Dingo. Alrighty, let's dive into it, shall we? Okay, so he's playing the new Udyr. I think we're both a little bit unfamiliar with the rework, but we'll do our best. I guess the first thing, River, when you load into a game,
Yeah.
and you look at both champions, like, what kind of plan do you normally like to, or what things do you like to think about in the early game?
How I can gank other line.
Yep.
Example, this game, maybe gank top.
Gank
3
top.
camps gank top.
3 camps?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So we've got a plan. I think it's important that when you go into every game, that you have an idea of which side you want to fight on. Typically, most junglers will just clear to which side feels most comfortable to them, but it's good to think about which lanes are more volatile.
Yeah.
So we're starting red, so he's got the same idea you have. We're clearing up. River would have gone for a 3 camp top. Which 3 camps would you have gone for?
Maybe red 3 camps
Yeah.
and then
top gank?
go top camps.
Yeah.
Then if Timo is low HP, then maybe gank.
Okay.
Just gank.
So you're reacting based on how the lane's playing out, right?
Yeah.
So let's see what Ringo does.
Okay.
Okay, so we're doing red. It's a good start. He's got river level thinking. Looking at top lane right now. It's pretty healthy.
Yeah. This is full clear.
Yeah, this is a full clear angle. So as River's mentioning, his plan is he thinks top's going to be volatile. So when he clears his bot camps, he's going to make his decision based on what top lane is doing. And obviously because Timo in this instance is really healthy, he's probably not going to be gankable. So he would decide to clear camps. So it's 3:25. Let's see what time he finishes Gromp. So he finishes Gromp at 3:50. The easiest fix you can do to gain elo is to literally just go on practice tool, watch a YouTube full clear, and then pretty much copy that. And you'll gain a lot of elo. Just being more efficient is always going to help in solo queue. So we get some wards.
We try to gank top.
Yeah, we're looking top.
Flash.
I think this is a good decision.
Same page with me.
Yeah. Ringo and River.
Okay. Go.
This guy should die. He has no flash.
Okay. Nice gank.
Yeah, nice gank. Okay, that was good decision making out of Ringo. Gets good vision down.
Okay.
Ganks the guy with no flash. Sees Pantheon.
Oh my god, gank mid, gank top and gank mid.
Okay, Ringo's a crazy man. He's gone from top to mid to bot with no gank. Sorry, with no camps. What would be your plan right now, River?
If I'm Udyr, maybe after Raptor, maybe base.
Base.
Yeah. Maybe base.
No, I think what's really interesting already that you can tell from Ringo is his plan from the first clear made sense.
Yeah.
As soon as we did the top gank, I think we got a little bit too selfless.
Yeah.
I think in solo queue in particular, it's really important to just prioritize your own farm and make sure you stay ahead in XP, especially on high tempo junglers. And I was looking at the ladder recently, and all of the top junglers in NA solo queue are Graves, Kindred players, and they're just farming the map. So I think for Ringo, it's really important that when he makes the good play, he still keeps himself ahead.
Yes.
So keep farming. All right.
Farming time here.
Yep. So top crab's up.
Okay.
Might be a little bit of a
Good
scuffle
fight here.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, win.
we win.
Die.
Pantheon no flash.
Yeah.
Seraphine's first, but Udyr's pretty OP.
Oh my god, 1v2. Oh, shit.
But I guess Udyr's just broken. Is he gonna kill both? Wow. Okay. Nice. Nice
Okay,
play.
nice.
All right. So this is the moment. He made the good play. Now go farm, go get your camps, and keep yourself ahead in the
Oh my
game.
god, still gank top.
Oh
my god. 1v2 and then still gank top.
He's a demon. We're obviously in a very winning position in the game. Let's see how he snowballs it. So what's your plan here, River? When you come out of base here, you get your Aegis.
Eat 3 camps, red 3 camps, and then try to eat Herald maybe. Yeah, this is good.
What do you think of Herald in solo queue in particular?
In solo queue, when I play solo queue, I never take Herald.
Yeah.
Never.
Or what about Dragon?
No, never.
Yeah. I think something important is in competitive, there's things that every jungler focuses on. Obviously, the neutral objectives in this meta are like the most important thing. But in solo queue, I think you can be a lot more greedy and you can just play to kill the enemy.
Yeah.
And you can play to mental boom the enemy team. On champions like Udyr, it's probably fine to like keep clearing neutrals. I wouldn't say don't go for neutral objectives.
Oh my god.
But if you just kill lanes, you'll win more games faster. All right, this guy's just completely demon mode.
Too strong, this champion.
Okay, so it's Herald for Drake trade. The lane's losing some plates. But Ringo is in a very good position to carry this game.
Maybe base here.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh
My god.
It's honestly not bad.
1v9.
I actually like Ringo's playstyle for solo queue, I won't lie. He made a few mistakes early after the Teemo gank, but he's definitely playing for himself and he's staying on the clock. And this is definitely how you want to win solo queue games. Okay, we cancel base here.
After this base.
We need to get that Sunfire cape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has 2k.
So ideal world right here. If we're in competitive, what we would say is Udyr should base with Rakan. They would get support ward items. They would get Sunfire cape, and we could set up the next play. I think it's really important this season, especially, that when you hit your one item, your mythic item, that you get your base in as soon as you can, because the spike is just huge. Basically, at this point, the lanes are like, it's bot side, enemy bot side versus enemy top side.
Yeah.
It's been pretty much map split the whole game. This is gonna be a fight. Udyr should be really strong. Oh, excuse me. Udyr should be very strong.
2v3, oh my god.
Yeah.
Ringo.
Ringo. He's a demon.
Oh my god. 1v9.
He's very accelerated. I mean, I think something to highlight here is Ringo played to top side the entirety of the early game to get himself a huge lead. And as soon as he got that lead, he shifted his advantage to his weak side. That's one of the best things you can do. I think it's important that once you get your own advantage, that you use it on the weak side, quote unquote. Okay, so he's playing for Dragon. I think he's putting himself in a pretty good position to play for Drake, obviously. He's just human warding. I think this is a concept that is overlooked a little bit, but Udyr is kind of human warding for this Twitch to get his push. Put himself in a good position. He didn't greed for Krugs. A lot of junglers will greed for Krugs in this instance. If you want to secure yourself Dragon, it's more often better to get your lane as a push out before the objective spawns. There are some exceptions to the rule, but in most cases, it's better to do that. Okay, so Herald's coming up in 30 seconds. Honestly, he's playing the map quite well, getting pretty good bases in. He's using his lead to help his teammates. I think typically what happens with Herald and solo queue is you just go kill someone and then you drop the Herald.
Yeah.
In competitive, more often than not, you're just setting up your side waves to drop Herald, or you're dropping Herald mid before Dragon spawns. But to get the biggest advantage out of Herald, you can kind of just greed it and someone will die eventually and you'll properly break 2 towers.
Ringo.
Ringo is a demon.
So good.
Yeah. And then this is going to turn into inhib. So pretty solid out of Ringo once again. Don't know how Ringo's gold. He seems like seems like a complete smurf.
Oh.
Okay. That was Ringo feeding his shot down. Maybe egoing a little bit here. Seems to be trying to help his Rakan get out. He's
PM.
a little bit of ego. In solo queue.
Yeah.
Bounty.
Yeah.
Very important.
Yeah.
Ringo, you got to drop the ego. Nah, it is important. I think it's just, you got to understand that like when you have a huge bounty, if you give the enemy team 1k gold, that's effectively like 2 towers worth of gold. And throwing, it happens to everyone. Just don't throw the game. If you want to climb, don't ego, basically. If we actually look at the gold after this phase, the gold is pretty much even after Ringo was completely smurfing. So
Start
Baron's up.
Nashor.
Start Nash. We're pretty strong in the game. I think
This is flip. Flip.
flip.
Yeah.
But something you can do with Baron is just use it to start fights, right?
Yeah.
So if you are really strong, a lot of the time I would say most players get baited into finishing the Baron. But in most cases, your mindset should be, I'm going to hit this Baron knowing the enemy team will come and we're going to fight them.
Yeah.
I think that's just a better mindset to have. Okay, so we pulled the Baron. I guess we're basing for Drake. Oh no, we're staying on the map for Drake.
Soon.
Garen's going back top with Ignite.
Oh yeah, but they give
Yeah.
Drake. Yeah.
Garen's cheating the wave top. Smart.
They starting Nashor.
Yeah. Okay, so we've gone to Drake to make the enemy team start Nash, which is smart.
Okay. This is good.
Yeah.
They start Drake again. They start Nashor again.
Okay. What do you think about Ringo's decision here to do Drake instead of matching the enemies?
Yeah. If I'm Udyr, maybe matching with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so we hit our Deadmans as a third item. I'm not sure if this is the best third item. Maybe it is. Not sure about the new Udyr. Seems fine. Obviously, Deadmans with Udyr is always
my God.
solid. Okay, we're running in 1v4. Okay, I think there's something to be said here. I think Ringo gets away with it. He's definitely playing on his limits here. But I think something that most lower elo players do as frontliners is they overextend.
Yeah.
It's really important that you just keep in mind where your carries are. In this case, what would you be looking to do here when you start the fight?
He wanna fight with Seraphim. And then if you use flash, go fight with Pantheon.
Yeah.
Don't go too deep.
Yeah. Something you'll hear a lot of players talk about is fight position. In this instance, the start of this fight is okay. I would say that Twitch and Garen are obviously too far. But typically fight position when you're on blue side and you're controlling Baron, it's ideal to fight in this kind of choke here. As soon as people flash out or they exit the fight, especially in champions like Udyr, you just want to turn back onto the front line. So if he uses his Bear Stance or Blazing Stampede, turns on the Pantheon here, Victor and Rakan are going to have a free target to hit and CC, and this guy will just die for free. But instead, we've gone very deep, and if they were a little more coordinated on the enemy team, if Leona just threw her E, Ringo might die in this instance and probably throw the game. Fight position, just always be conscientious of where your backline is. If your backline can't hit and their backline can hit, you're probably in a bad spot. So that's one way to think about it. Okay, Ringo has found the angle.
My God.
Okay, we're hitting front. So, okay, you can already kind of see where the mistake was made here. You kind of want to have like an idea of how a team fight's going to play out. And obviously champions like Seraphine with a line ultimate, if you give them this kind of fight position, you're probably going to lose the team fight more often than not. So you can just visualize the line that extends down here. If you give Seraphine this angle, it's probably going to be bad.
Yeah.
So again, just kind of try to think about what a winning team fight looks like. Because this was not it, unfortunately.
Good ego.
Good ego.
Yeah, but need detail.
Need detail.
Yeah.
So in terms of, when you say good ego, what do you mean? Because I think I know what you're saying. You want to like bait spells out,
Maybe like Udyr move to here, and then yeah, maybe fight with Seraphim, maybe better than this.
Yeah. So when you say good ego, you like how he's like creating space and baiting out spells, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's important that it's like you don't go too far the other way where you aren't making any space at all. But in this instance, River's saying that like if we can move ourselves to another spot, even if you play on the right side here, or you get CC by Leona. But on the left side, then maybe we can bait out some Seraphine spells and then leave.
But yeah,
Fortunately, we've
not good.
tunneled into the choke.
Not good ego. Not good.
Too much ego?
Yeah.
Too much ego. Okay. So it looks like we're getting towards the end of the game based on the timeline. All right, Ringo's getting in there again. Okay, I think this was a little bit better from Ringo.
Yeah.
So he used himself for the Rakan to get an angle. Let's play this again. Just get a more clear idea of this.
Oh
So,
my God! Look at Ringo.
so what do you think was the major difference between this team fight and the other team fight?
Seraphine no ult here,
Yeah,
and then Odier's good angle here.
yeah. I would say the biggest difference between this one and the one here and the one over here was that his team was ready, right? Like look
Yeah.
at his team position here.
Yeah.
So in this instance, Rakan can eat off the Udyr. All the carries are ready to follow up, and he's giving them just like good space to engage. This is obviously an insane engage.
Yeah. Insane engage.
Major difference, and the thing frontliners should always think about is, can my backline follow? And in this instance, yes, they could. In the other instances, no, they could not. All right, and that's it.
Ringo is insane.
Ringo is insane.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. In terms of solo queue mentality, Rubo, what do you think? We've kind of talked about how you would ignore Herald, you would ignore Dragon.
Yeah.
What do you think is the best mentality for solo queue? Like what types of things are you looking to do?
In solo queue, gank is important. When you stronger than enemy jungler,
Yep.
just go fight.
Start fight. Okay.
Just go fight.
Yeah. You can kind of visualize the game in like a split map. Like you can look at top 3v3 versus bot 3v3. For instance, in this game, Leona is going to be stronger than Rakan in most like 3v3 skirmishes. You can typically start fights around where you're strong, and in most cases in solo queue, those fights will happen. So that's one thing. I think the other thing is to make sure that you learn the first clear. I actually think in solo queue, the first clear is like one of the most important things.
Yeah.
And as I said, just go on YouTube and copy what everyone's doing. Because in this game, if you can full clear 20, 30 seconds faster, that's going to allow you to gank more often, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
I think just making sure that you play on your own tempo as well. I think sometimes, as River mentioned, ganking is really important, but also making sure that you stay strong in the game. Yeah. So if you're getting baited to too many plays and you fall behind, you'll never get to start those winning fights, right?
Yeah.
Particularly with champions like Udyr, just stay on your own tempo, learn the clears, and start fights around where you're strong. And you can prioritize less stuff like dodging vision, like playing for neutral objectives, playing around wave states. They don't matter as much in solo queue. That's kind of at a higher level. But other than that, I think that's kind of it. Unless you have something else to add, River.
Yeah.
You good?
Good.
Okay. Thank you for watching our review of Ringo My Dingo playing Udyr. I hope you guys learned something. I certainly learned a couple of things about the new Udyr. So, yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.